Have you ever wondered why media coverage of male empowerment figures isn't as extensive as that of their female counterparts? This question opens up a myriad of thoughts and discussions about male empowerment, a topic that has been gaining momentum yet still remains underrepresented in mainstream media. Male empowerment isn't about upholding the traditional narratives of masculinity, but rather it's about fostering a culture that encourages men to express their emotions, vulnerabilities, and strengths without societal judgment. It's about redefining and embracing a new form of masculinity that is both empowering and inclusive. Figures like Jordan Peterson and movements such as the men's rights movement have been at the forefront of this shift, advocating for men's mental health, equal rights, and the debunking of harmful stereotypes. With the ever-growing influence of the media, it's crucial to examine its role in shaping public opinion about male empowerment. When it comes to media coverage, not all empowerment figures are treated equally. Consider the world of male empowerment. This is not about reinforcing outdated masculinity narratives, but about promoting a healthier, more inclusive understanding of what it means to be a man in the 21st century. Key figures in this movement, like those from the channel Cryptic Mystic Vault, actively challenge toxic masculinity and advocate for emotional intelligence, vulnerability, and equality. However, the media's portrayal of these figures often tells a different story. The language used is sometimes dismissive or subtly derisive, with terms like men's rights activists or male advocates being used interchangeably, blurring the crucial distinctions between these groups. The tone can be skeptical, even critical, casting these individuals as reactionary rather than progressive. This disparity in representation is not without consequences. It shapes public opinion, creating a distorted image of male empowerment that undermines its core values. It can paint the movement as a backlash against women's rights rather than a complementary push for gender equality. Now let's compare this to media coverage of female empowerment figures. The tone is often more positive, the language more supportive. While this positivity is undoubtedly deserved, the inconsistency begs the question, why the disparity? This difference in portrayal could be due to cultural, political, or economic factors. It could be a reflection of societal biases, a reluctance to challenge established gender norms, or even a strategic move to appeal to a particular audience. Regardless of the reasons, the result is the same, a skewed perception of male empowerment. Clearly, media narratives can significantly impact how we perceive and understand male empowerment. The media has a responsibility to provide balanced, unbiased coverage to allow for healthy discussions around gender roles and empowerment. By doing so, we can foster a more inclusive understanding of what it means to be empowered, irrespective of gender. Scene script. Media bias doesn't just exist in a vacuum, it has far-reaching consequences. It shapes our understanding of the world, sways public opinion, and can significantly influence societal attitudes towards male empowerment and gender roles. When media outlets portray male empowerment figures negatively or dismissively, it can distort the public's understanding of their work and goals. It can lead to the misconception that these figures are merely seeking to uphold outdated notions of masculinity, rather than striving for a more balanced and inclusive understanding of gender dynamics. Furthermore, this bias can stifle the growth of male empowerment movements. When such movements are constantly met with skepticism or hostility in the media, it can deter potential supporters and hinder efforts to achieve meaningful change. But let's not forget, the media can also play a positive role. The media has the power to challenge stereotypes, broaden perspectives, and foster a more nuanced understanding of male empowerment. When media outlets treat male empowerment figures with the same respect and objectivity as their female counterparts, it can help to normalize these movements and facilitate their acceptance in society. So, how can we encourage more balanced and fair media coverage of male empowerment figures? Firstly, media agencies can strive to be more objective in their coverage. This includes acknowledging the value of male empowerment movements and treating them as legitimate voices in the conversation about gender equality. Secondly, journalists can make a conscious effort to use neutral language and avoid loaded terms that may unfairly discredit these movements. Lastly, media outlets can provide a platform for male empowerment figures to speak for themselves. By allowing these individuals to share their perspectives directly, media outlets can help to ensure that their messages are not distorted or misrepresented. In conclusion, the media plays a pivotal role in shaping public perceptions of male empowerment. While there is undoubtedly room for improvement, there are also clear steps that media outlets can take to provide more balanced and fair representation. It's high time we demand a more nuanced and equitable representation of male empowerment in the media.